We've got a couple of other very interesting images as well that you would like to.
Yeah, I think should we just? Yeah, I think we'll just take them as they come. I think and discuss them. We'll see what's next. It's a lucky dip.
We've got this one which I saw the other day.
So this was quite controversial. I suppose it comes back a little bit to my past, if you like. So I've worked 20 years in the pharmaceutical industry, essentially facilitating access to high cost drugs for patients. And we can see this line on the left becoming increasingly long in just about every developed country in the world. And unfortunately, the people at the other side of that window are less capable of solving the ever-increasing problems you're seeing in that ever-increasing queue. Yeah. So we've got this other chap here on the right-hand side that's offering something called lifestyle change. So ultimately, if you engage in the stuff on the right, you'll never really find yourself in the queue for in the left hand side, let alone find yourself they're not actually going to serve you at any point, let's say in the next 18 months. Yeah. So this is the way, I suppose, the Western sort of setup of healthcare has been constructed, in that we wait for things to go quite badly wrong before we're able to help these people, and ultimately the help we're giving them is really just aligned to the Western philosophy of medicine, which is, by the way, absolutely incredible if you get hit by a bus. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. If I get hit by a bus, I want a doctor, and I want Western medicine as quickly as possible. That is what I want.
As well as infection control, which is extremely important. In
There's
the
unbelievable doctors out there, unbelievable medical interventions and medical technologies. But as far as chronic disease management is concerned, if we're waiting for the Western health system to fix that for us, it's completely folly. And I just have to be upfront about it and say that you need to completely opt out of that system, because it is a failed system and everybody knows it. I think patients innately know on one side, and even to call them patients, these are people, with really debilitating conditions that are in a lot of ways of their own doing, but it's not their fault. They've just bought into this false paradigm, and it's all based upon their lifestyle and their diet. And I think on the other side, healthcare professionals innately know it as well, but they're obviously stuck in a system where they've got they're very kind of impotent to do anything out with the system that they're trained in and ultimately paid to participate in as well.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I suppose in the defense of doctors, you can say they're doing the job that they're paid to do and told to do. They're trained to do the things that they're doing. They're not trained about diet and nutrition. They're not taught any of that. So in their defense, while I think they should be doing a lot more, in their defense, they are just doing the job that they've been paid to. Yeah. I mean, I love the meme. I actually shared this one recently from the podcast page, I think, on social media. Yeah. But it's incredibly sad that it's such a great representation of definitely the Western world and most of it. And if that queue moved to the other side for lifestyle change, that queue would go down and never come back. Whereas pills and surgery, they're going to be on loop. They're more customers than patients.
Yeah, absolutely. And doctors are very skilled, capable, well-meaning, talented individuals, but they're just not well deployed at all, are they?
Yeah. I agree. It's like the education. They're not taught it. So I suppose we can't fully put the blame on them, because they're doing what they're taught, and it's the system it's the system that's wrong, that they should be taught diet and lifestyle. But obviously that doesn't make big money for pharmaceutical companies, does it? So,
most definitely. So I think hypnofasting method is one way that you can completely not opt out completely, because things can still go wrong, but if you queue on the other side, hopefully you're never going to have to join that queue. And I think at present day we're looking at about 8 million people in the waiting list just in the UK alone, for some sort of medical intervention.
Exactly. So it's crazy, isn't it? It really is.